Hello. I'm so happy to welcome you all to my exhibition at the Cellini Studios and Gallery in Ambler, PA. And we're going to just walk a little bit around so you can have a first look of a lot of works created in the past year. I just thought I would talk first about this series of what I call totems. Some of you might know my earlier works. Many times I have created kind of cylinder, type sculptures, really that you can tell it's a totem, right? So this time I just thought, what could I do to make the transition into a two-dimensional kind of work? So I came up with this concept of doing very thin and long canvases, still using the mixed media, the block prints and some serigraphs and mixing the different techniques on canvas, and in the hope that although they are two-dimensional, you still have that feeling of the totem, something that grounds you, and from Earth to the universe, like so many indigenous cultures do. So this is what I came up with, and with a variety of, but I also have my leafy and pod-like shapes and textures that it's still very floral and nature, with a nature message to it. Rio Doce, it's one of the pieces I created after this environmental tragedy in Brazil in the end of 1950. That really gave me, I needed to do something to heal, all that what I was feeling in terms of what had happened. So the whole basin of Rio Doce, the Doce River, in the state of Minas in Brazil, it was totally devastated, and it's something that will take another 100 years maybe to come back. So I really used a lot of the iron oxide colors of all the toxic materials that came down once that dam bursted from mining and all that. And this line that you see here, it's in a way with the white lace, it's the mapping of the river, of the basin. So this has a really strong and sad meaning to me, but I still think, with the flowers, and it tells the life and what goes through, and we can only hope that you would come back someday. Probably I won't be here to see it, but who knows? Well, A Dream Divided, as the name, the title, it's so self-explanatory, it's almost like literal. It's really a feeling of division in terms of, in a more personal way. When you reach a certain point, and it could be semi-retirement, and where do you go, from here on, what do you do? And then I just end up, adding all these elements that in a little chaotic way, maybe, it might be, I don't know, but I think it's really a state of mind and a state of feeling at this point in my life. But again, using all the elements that I so dearly love, nature and my lace and the symbol of the life cycle and things like that. So I guess it speaks a little bit for itself, in this chaotic time.